And welcome back, everyone, to more FC Motown action. This time we've got FC Motown STA of the USL 2. This is the home opener of the USL 2 affiliate of FC Motown STA. They'll be facing off right here at Drew University. A beautiful 64-degree day is what we've got here right in central North New Jersey. There's some people that don't think that central Jersey exists. I digress. Coming all the way from Hudson Valley are the Hudson Valley Hammers, also of USL 2. This is the home opener of FC Motown STA, the season opener for the Hudson Valley Hammers. And folks, we can't wait for the kind of action that we've got for you here tonight. As always, some of the top college talent comes from all across the New York metropolitan area and will face off right here at Drew University. We've got captains of Motown STA and the Hammers gathering at Central Field. And we'll have the first half action with you shortly. My name is Daniel Lang. It's always a pleasure to be able to join you folks here for some USL 2 action. I always love seeing the college talent, see what we get a little bit of a chance to look like, at least for this summer season and then into the fall. I'm a firm believer that a good summer season always leads to a great regular season for a lot of these boys going back into their college programs. And considering the kind of talent that we've got here today, at least on both sides. We'll get into a little bit of it later. Some guys who have had Open Cup experience, top college players across the area. And you see Liam Evans jogging back to his Hudson Valley Hammers group on your left side. Micah Garnett back to the Motown STA boys. FC Motown STA dressed in the white tops, green shorts. And the Hudson Valley Hammers in the dark blue with the light blue numbers. It's a nice look today. Another note announced here at the stadium, Peter Stroud here to cheer on the new generation of Motown STA players. Stroud formerly drafted, Stroud drafted by the Red Bulls not too long ago, played college soccer at Duke University. Same as you see number 8 out there for FC Motown STA, Kenny Hott. One of my players to watch, at least for this matchup. And here's two guys that I'm telling everyone really to watch out for, at least on this Hammer side. You've got number 10 and number 11, Kyle Evans and Nick Zielanka, respectively. Evans, a third-team selection of the MAC Conference over at Marist. And Nick Zielanka, a University of Kentucky product most recently, and has had Open Cup experience with the New York Pancyprians. Played central forward there against Westchester Soccer Club, where the Pancyprians fell 3-2. Just earlier in this year. And folks, I wish you had a little bit of a look of the kind of stands as they're filling in, as we've got more fans coming in. They recognize certainly the gravity of this kind of a match, especially with it being so earlier on in the season. You're going to have two teams that surely will compete for that Metropolitan Division title in USL 2. Motown's ready, the Hammers are ready, and we'll send this ball off with the first kick. There's Kenny Hott opting for the right side. Mo Williams, a New Jersey product. Spent 1 year at Cincinnati, 2 years at Seton Hall University, and then 2 years at Notre Dame, where he won the ACC Conference Championship for the Fighting Irish. Motown maintaining possession. And here you've got Jet Atkin, who just this past fall season was selected to the all-freshman team in the entire shouldn't say team, list, really, of the top 100 college freshmen, number 72 on that list. Atkin really taking a hold on the center back line, makes a mistake there, turnover. Now going the Hammers' way, and it'll be a throw-in incoming. Throw-in coming from Motown. To a later flag, Nahenki of the University of Pitt men's soccer just finished up his sophomore campaign. A wing back for the Quakers for that throw-in, and we'll take another one soon enough. He's got Ruiz with a little bit of space. Nahenki looking a little further up. Looks like he's got Perry Kingston. And a quick tap from Evans sends this ball to Diego Rodriguez, who gets that ball further up the field for the Hammers. Kingston again with good movement. Recent college graduate of the University of Lehigh. And now Adkins surveys. Zelanka putting on a little bit of pressure, going to force him to take it back to his keeper, Kieran Dalton. 65 saves last season for the Scarlet Knights over at Rutgers. Second most in the entire Big Ten. This ball out of touch here. Incoming is the throw-in. Looks like Elijah Hope, who also played in the FC Motown NPSL matchup just 2 days ago right here at Drew University. Here's a quick opportunity there. Shot on and wide. Shot by Christian Lagrasso, who had to medically redshirt this past collegiate season of 2024 for medical reasons. Good to see he's able to put on a good strike there. The NJIT product, common for a lot of these New Jerseyers. Kenny Hott will take a quick touch back to his former Red Bull Academy teammate, Eric Ruiz. And now this one far side for the Hudson Valley Hammers. The Hammers going to start with a little bit of an elevated back line here now. This one, Captain Liam Evans, older brother of Kyle Evans, both playing for the Hammers today. Francis Bonsu will now take some space. Recruited to UCLA, former Right to Dream Academy product. This one sent into the mixer. Quick tap. Dalton not going to be able to get there. Looked like the touch was taken by Kyle Evans. One of the best of the MAC Conference this past season. And a good touch there. I tell you, last year I was able to watch a little bit more of him as I was calling a lot of the Flames games, a little bit more of Motown. And he's just someone that really comes into his own when you bring him into this USL2 environment. And someone that really benefits, I think, from this space. Now Micah Garnett will take this ball away from Nicholas Sanchez. And now here's a chance going the other way for Motown STA. Taking a touch here, Lagrasso on top of the box, surveying. Going to take another touch. Is Hot. This one of them to Andrew Armstrong, another top freshman this past year of college soccer. Header not quite there. Hot going to reject it back. Armstrong gets a head on it, but now sent away by the Hammers. Zelanka fighting for a pro contract and fighting for possession of that ball. Now back to Ruiz at midfield. Nice turn there from Lagrasso. Going to set up Garnett. Garnett going to need players into that box. Garnett slips up for a moment. Nice recovery. Nahenki with a left foot. Right into the middle. Looking like Armstrong. No, excuse me. That was Lagrasso again going in for that header. You saw it not too far back from Armstrong, at least at the top of that box. And good idea there from Lagrasso. Not able to find a result there, but Motown not out of scoring territory. First corner kick for either side. And we'll see this ball sent away shortly. You've got to wonder, Armstrong getting a bit of space. This one in the back line and caught by Kieran Dalton of the Hammers. Dalton going to take his time here. Sending this one away to the near side. Oh, and going up is Bonsu. Hits the ground hard. Going up for that ball against Nahenki. The All-American with a killer left foot. Nice to see him back up and walking around. And now Liam Evans will survey after the free kick. This one away. It looks like Nick Zelanka having to try to get around traffic. And he'll get to the first touch of that ball. Stuck in the corner now with Nahenki. Nahenki with a good ball. That one goes over the end line. And it looks like it'll be a corner kick incoming for the Hammers. Looks like younger brother Kyle Evans will head over to the spot. Well, excuse me, the corner, I should say. Not quite the spot. Maybe we see a penalty kick here. Later in the match, I should say. But in any case, we've got the here and now. Evans sends that ball right into the middle. And Rutkowski going to come away with it with the hands. Alan Rutkowski going into his freshman year at UNC Chapel Hill out in the ACC. And you'll hear a lot of ACC schools at least mention, or at the very least top talent into phenomenal programs. You hear UNC, we've got Duke, we've got Dayton, we've got Rutgers. I know I'm naming other schools that are outside of the ACC, but talent all over the field tonight. Garnett working against Sanchez. It'll be a throw in. Nahenke looking, hitting the ground hard against LaGrasso, and that'll be a whistle. So that was Rodriguez going down. You see there's a bit of conversation there to be had. Throw in again for Motown. This one to Armstrong with a good touch, intended for Kingston. And another throw in for Motown. This one away into the box now. Liam Evans going to get around it and just takes a touch out of play. It'll be a corner kick incoming. We'll see this one soon to be taken away. This looks like hot. Dalton going to come up and call that ball. The vocal leader he is. Rushing to take this one. Get that one out with the right foot. Hope going to have to retreat for a second. And a nice touch. Nahenke back again. Bonsu giving pressure, and that one's sent away. Good under pressure. Now Garnett into the corner. Working against Sanchez. Can't quite corral that one. Sanchez comes away with it. Stepping up is LaGrasso. Now into the middle, Armstrong. Quick touch away, and nice move there from Vincent Acambo. Recent commit to Amherst College in Division III. Nahenke with the header to reject that ball. Ruiz to hot back up the gut, and a free kick incoming. That one's Kenny Hott against Kyle Evans, who committed the foul. And now here's Nahenke, the shifty wingback, who in my opinion, we haven't even seen his full potential, at least at the college level. You've seen a lot of it in the Motown. You see a lot of him play during these summer games. It seems like they really know how to utilize him operating at least along this left side. And as he gets older, entering his junior season next year with the University of Penn, I'm curious as to how they really utilize him. Kingston. Out of touch, throw in from Motown. Elijah Hope, the UConn man, try to find a target. This one's the box, dangerous here. Garnett, wow, top of the box, but Dalton able to come up with it. What a strike there from Micah Garnett. Hits the top of the crossbar and just enough of an angle to stay out of the goal. And maybe we were about a few inches away from Motown STA having a one-goal lead, but we play on. Charging is Evans. Getting that ball further up the field. Now Mo Williams will try to take a touch. Solanka surrounded and taken away by Ruiz. Kenny Hott not able to get that ball to Kingston. Hott, a CDM over at Duke University. Made the all-freshman team his first year, but CDM prospect. We've got a Motown STA chance here coming up. Good luck, no whistle. Hot will regather. Back to the outside. Calling for another man. Now here's Hot at the top of the box. Left foot, not able to get there. Dalton comes down with that two hands. Hot's got the capacity to put a good shot on, and we were able to see that in a couple of games this past season with Duke. But the reality of that CDM position, at least at the award standpoint, is that it's hard for those guys to get recognized, at least at the college level. Not many statistics really available to evaluate the quality of play. Made the third team this past season, though, for the ACC. And just an interesting guy, at least from a lot of the interviews we've been able to see with Kickaball Pod, him being a guest this past fall season. Hopefully those Kickaball Pod guys get a few more of these guys that are around. I mean, you see a lot of talent come out, a lot. And again, it would be interesting to hear a little bit more of the personalities that go behind some of the players that we see here today. In any case, LaGrasso, good touch out to the outside. Nahenki, and there's Bonsu. They'll go through the header over again, LaGrasso. Now to Jet Atkin. Mo Williams gonna have to recover, and he will. Good play into Ruiz, and a good ball to Andrew Armstrong. This one to the middle, Garnett on the center. Kingston with a header. Hot able to wait on it, stays with Motown. Touch again. There's hope. Working against a combo, and there's a whistle going the way of Motown STA. You see Andrew Armstrong playing a little bit further out to that right wing side. I'd be curious if he's able to take a little bit more touches, at least into the center box. You're always going to want to see him at least get those opportunities. The Dayton man, one of the best freshmen of last year on the A10 team, the first team for the Atlantic 10 as well. And one Rookie of the Year in the Atlantic 10 Conference will be a key piece for Dayton moving forward. Directing traffic is Kenny Hott. This one's sent away. A little short. Header from Atkin. Nice save from Dalton. That one cleared by the Hammers. I mean, there's not much you could do there other than look at just textbook. Great corner kick and a little physical there. Looked like Hott and Alejo Caceres got into it there. Hott did not like the contact from Caceres. And now having the official with the central judge, or with the central official, ultimately the judge of the pitch. But anyway, looking back at that last scoring opportunity, I mean, perfect save from Kieran Dalton. And you don't like to throw around the word perfect a whole hell of a lot, but just saw that ball the entire way. Jet Atkin put a great head onto that ball regardless. Wouldn't be surprised if that ends up in all three participants' highlight tapes. Dalton, Hott, as well as Atkin. Here comes a free kick from Motown here. Sent away. Atkin also into the area. Quick touch up. Staying around. You've got that ball still staying into the area. And now Rodriguez goes down, whistle blown. And it'll be a free kick for the Hammers. Oh, excuse me, a goal kick for the Hammers. Dalton directing traffic. Onto this near side relative. Mo Williams gets under it. Ruiz able to reject it back. A good touch from Armstrong, who's now able to chase down Dalton. Dalton got to be careful and is able to get that ball off. And a grabbing of the shoulder is Kingston. Be a foul committed. And the Hammers will be the beneficiary. Sent away now, Hope and Williams, the closest Motown STA players. And Nick Zalanka also into the area, but not quite able to get a foot on that ball. Here's Evans surveying. Got to look at Bonsu. A little further out of reach, Joseph DePreta. Recently had his senior season over at Siena College, also in the MAC conference. And a short goal kick for Motown STA. Good ball there to Nahenki. Tries to get it to Ruiz, but coming away with it is Bonsu. A combo. Playing defense against Garnett. Now here comes Kenny Hott. Outside to Kingston. Kingston putting on a good move. Now into the middle. Armstrong going to let it go. Couldn't get to Garnett. Kingston with a nice sliding tackle. LaGrasso tries to put a shot on. Bonsu going the other way. Now Rodriguez taken away by Ruiz. Hot. Intended for Armstrong. Dalton having to do a lot of work so far for the Hammers. Sanchez not able to get that ball. Kyle Evans not able to come up with it. A combo. Stakes it with the Hammers. Rodriguez surveying. Now to the back line. Evans. To Evans. And offside. A little bit of brotherly love, but the flag goes up. Now here comes a free kick. Rutkowski will send this one away. Armstrong going to go up with it, the tall center forward. And that ball booted away. Throw in incoming. LaGrasso inside. LaGrasso will take it away. Armstrong not able to collect it. Now here's the dangerous Zalanka. He's got a man looking maybe to set it up on the outside. And there's Bonsu. Francis Bonsu. Now to Zalanka. Nice header by Hope to keep Zalanka from getting a touch on that ball. Here comes a corner kick for Hudson Valley. We'll see this one sent away. A little short. Witowski going to have to get back to his box. Caceres will send that one sky high. Caceres not seen as much of a goal scorer, but had 7 assists as a sophomore this past season at Southern New Hampshire University. Kingston having to take a touch. It's a little air on that ball. Garnett in danger. And turnover. This one on the ground. The 2 sevens. Rodriguez and Garnett. Rodriguez goes down. A whistle blown. This one going the way of Motown. Armstrong coming all the way back up from the top. Now Hope trying to give space. A good touch there by Motown. Another nice little touch. Armstrong going to have to find a man. Find LaGrasso. LaGrasso goes down, and it looks like we'll have one from the spot. Called in the 23rd minute. LaGrasso just seems to put himself always in the right positions, at least in these first 23 minutes. And now Motown STA will have an opportunity to go up 1-0. Hot with the ball so far. And it looks like he'll be the one lining up to take it from the spot. And now it's fascinating to think about. You look at the depth of this Motown STA roster. You've got Garnett, who's like a firestorm for Portland, who just finished up his junior season. Andrew Armstrong, who's been a phenomenal goal scorer, 8 goals, 3 assists. And Kenny Hott is the kid who goes to take up at the spot. We'll see this one. Blocked by Dalton. LaGrasso keeps this one in play, and this one goes over the net. Wow, and what an opportunity there. Kieran Dalton standing tall. Motown still with a chance, though. Going to have goldfish memory to put their best foot forward here, starting at the corner. Good penalty kick taken there from Hott. Just Dalton even better with the save. A bit of direction here. Ruiz going to come in a little bit further. This corner kick sent away. Dalton will put 2 fists on that ball. This one sent back into the mixer. Not quite competitive. And what a moment. Holding strong. Strong as a hammer by the Hudson Valley Hammers. Kieran Dalton going to wait to send this ball away. Settling Atkin. Now to Evans, and Evans again, whistle blown. A little too much there from Kenny Hott. Free kick for Hudson Valley. Applying the pressure is the Motown front line. Motown STA front line, excuse me. Zelanka, the head by Atkin. Not able to keep the ball in play. Throw in for the Hammers. Bonsu. Akambo. Having to retreat. Now back outside Caceres. Caceres with the left foot into the box. Not able to find a teammate. LaGrasso sending this ball away. And too far ahead of Armstrong. Atkin was back there, had a great save. Excuse me, not save, but a great deflection to keep the latest Hammers attack non-competitive. Good move there. by Gijs Verhoel, the 6'4" Dutchman out of Marist. Verhoel. Shifty ball to DePreta. And there's Caceres again going back to the back line. That's Verhoel taking space. Back to Akambo, who will take his place in the back line. And taken by LaGrasso. Evans going to have to come in closing. LaGrasso giving it up to a teammate. Looks like Kingston. Now back to the outside for Armstrong. Armstrong into the box. Shot on! Off target. Another opportunity there from Motown, and LaGrasso just seems to be everywhere. Number 17 in white. He's creating turnovers. He's creating penalty kick opportunities. He's just someone that just seems to have a great motor, at least so far in this first half of the first half. Caceres will take the throw in for the Hammers. Mo Williams will settle it. And now Rutkowski will look to send this ball away. Not without Joe DePreta making his impact felt. Putting the pressure on the keeper. Rodriguez looking for a throw in. We'll give it up to Sanchez. And now here's Evans. Looking for a move, goes backwards, nobody there. Throw in for Motown. Near side. And throw in back again for Nahanke. LaGrasso coming a little forward. Intended for Garnett. Bonsu now coming up after the deflection. Bonsu with the left foot. Deflected and way over the goal. Bonsu, you see in highlight tapes all the time. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the kid got recruited to UCLA purely based off his left foot. And you see that showcase there. Another corner kick for Hudson Valley now. This one low. Rutkowski, no one able to get ahead on it. Not out of danger yet. Rodriguez goes back outside to Caceres. Caceres with the left foot. This one into the mixer. No one able to get ahead on it yet. Evans back into the center and cleared by Motown STA. Throw in for the Hammers now. Sanchez looking for someone on the throw in. Evans taking a nice turn backwards to Hot, but no one quite there. Maybe looking for Zelanka or Rodriguez even. Sent up the pitch by Hope. Foul committed, going the way of Motown STA. Mo Williams looking further up the pitch. Looks like we've got Elijah Hope coming in. Verhoel. Dalton with a quick tap. Hope not able to get there. Kingston trying to recover. And up go the Hammers. Deflection keeps the ball in play. Settled now, throw in for Motown. Hope will have to take a throw in a little further back. Staying along the close side, throw in again for Motown. Inching closer ever so slightly, however they could get it. Motown STA is looking for that opportunity, potentially close out this first half at home. This one into the box. Hanky not able to keep that one. Sanchez, now Bonsu. Bonsu on the ground, getting in front of it. There is Jet Atkin. Atkin, the youngin. Nice setup ball for Armstrong. Armstrong offside, wasn't able to get to it anyway. Away for Hudson Valley. Evans and Bonsu gathering. Evans will collect it. Hot on top of him. Turnover for Motown STA. Ruiz on the ground, and it'll be a free kick for Motown STA now. Flipping field, Nahanki. Step up, surveying to Garnett. Garnett slips. Not quite able to get around his man. Sanchez hits the ground. And Sanchez in pain, fellow third-team All-MAC selection. With Kyle Evans, his Marist teammate and Hudson Valley teammate. And Sanchez, unfortunately, not feeling his best. And as the medical staff will check up on Sanchez, the Hammers may be looking to find a substitute earlier than they had anticipated. And Dalton keeping warm. Motown STA. Seems like they're collecting a few thoughts. Similarly in groups as Motown is. And here's Nicholas Sanchez able to walk off with a bit of help. And it looks like we'll be having a replacement for the banged up Sanchez. And we'll have a new hammer coming out onto the pitch. We'll have his number with you shortly. Certainly the replacement for Sanchez. And it's the Hammers' number 9, Alex Zelanka. Spent 2 years at Montclair State University at Division III, and the past 2 years at Siena College. A productive player, was able to eat up his minutes at both programs he's had stays at, and we'll look to have an impact here. Tentatively, a little bit more on that right wing back line. And Motown putting pressure on the back line early. Hope gonna look to try to recover that ball. Throw in for the Hammers now. Far side, you've got Caceres surveying. DePreda trying to create space. Moving around against Ruiz. Now incoming is Evans, looking to try to get a give and go. And not quite successful as that one rolls over the end line. Atkin calling direction. Akembo with great defense. Bonsu will take. Couple quick touches. Garnett pushed off the ball by Zelanka, the early substitute. Zelanka, top of the box, able to get around Hope. Shot on, and just wide. Zelanka was able to get a lot of shots off, at least back in his Open Cup experience to get Westchester Soccer Club as a member of the Pan Cyprians, who typically play in the APSL. Just about 5 minutes left to play in this first half. We'll have stoppage time shortly. Dalton going short here. Throw in from Motown. Good pressure there from Elijah Pope. That's Ruiz. Atkin. Williams to Pope, good turn. LaGrasso coming in. Throw in from Motown STA. Hot to Pope. Back to Hot. Goes around a man. Hot with a good tackle. Hammer's able to take possession, but not for the moment. Nahenki. Physical. Now here's Bonsu, the young kid. Able to get around his defender. Good quick move, and Hot coming in again. This one trying to be sent away. LaGrasso. This one looks like LaGrasso was called offside. Sent away now. Ruiz the header. caught some contact. Ruiz a little shaken up, will play on though. Grasso to Garnett. Here's Nahenki inside. Now back to Hot. Hot with a bit of space at the top of the box. Hot trying to direct traffic. Now back to Pope on the outside. Mo Williams, more centrally placed, trying to get around Zalonka. Kingston. And now back here's Mo Williams again. Mo Williams. Good ball over the end line. Corner kick for Motown STA now. Here's Nahenki walking to the corner. Now it seems like here's a little bit of a conversation we had. Looks like the central official is coming over to the Motown STA sideline to issue a yellow card. And I guess it's just a bit too much talking over on the sideline, not to the liking of the official. Corner kick set short. And Nahenki, last one to touch it, throwing for the Hammers. Looks like that was Colin Hodge. Issue the yellow card over on the Hammers sideline. Throw in to be taken by Motown STA. Not a whole lot, excuse me, not a throw in, it'll be a free kick. Not a lot, not any scoring in this first half. A lot of opportunities for both sides. A lot of close opportunities for both sides. A couple deflections away. Keeps this match at 1-1. We've now hit 45. Motown at the top now. Dangerous. Kingston. Armstrong off his chest. Deflected by Zalonka. Sent up away by Evans. Further into midfield now. Mo Williams going to try to reverse. And instead going to have to go out to Rutowski, who will send that way along the far side. Throw in on its way. Into stoppage time now. Another throw in for the Hammers. Hudson Valley looking for something just before half. Pope away. Now here comes a goal kick for Motown STA. Atkin taking the space he's given. There's Hot reversing. And now Rutkowski. Mo Williams sent along the sideline. Armstrong off his chest now. Kingston. Risa College grad with a good move. Back outside to Armstrong. Armstrong's in the middle, intended for Garnett. Deflected by Captain Evans. Corner kick coming from Motown. Sent away high. Dalton coming off his line for a second. LaGrasso back to Nahenke. Gonna have to send this ball away. And playing around a little bit too much is Motown STA. Gonna have to send that ball out. Throw in for the Hammers to halt the momentum. Long throw in coming for Bonsu. Ruiz hitting the ground. Bonsu now. Whistle, and it looks like it's going the opposite way as Ruiz hits the ground there. Witkowski will send this one away. And that's half for both sides. Nothing able to find the back of the net just yet in this matchup here at Drew University. FC Motown STA 0, Hudson Valley Hammers 0. We'll have some.
And that's a goal! It's a goal for Westmead.
Awesome. Let's go back post. Header's there! 1-1!
Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez! The middle for it, there is the header there. Yes, and it's a goal! It's a goal for the police department.
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer literate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works.
Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Go! And speed! Go back!
Eddie speed, baby!
Are you serious?
Oh, here's an opportunity for Motown now. Shifting, Perella with a nice block. Another shot on, and this one into the back of the net. Perella not able to collect that one. And Chris Bermudez happy to send it away. This one further towards the box. A header coming in, and that one into the back of the net. You had a pairing of the two center backs. Joe Fallow with the head meets the foot of Mr. James Watson. And there's the equalizer. Still taking up the space. Looks a little further out to the wing, and a great service. Take a note there. Shot on, almost. Quist, real close there. Able to settle with his left foot. Quist with an opportunity right in front of the box, and a goal! Dante Perez! Who says you can't teach old dogs new tricks? Able to get right in front of the box, putting the Jackson Lions up. Leaving it be for Yosefi. Yosefi to the middle. Kusiogu trying to create a shot. There's one off the keeper's arm. And there's the equalizer. The substitute doing exactly what he came in right for, playing on that right wing side. And it's 2-2 here with roughly 15 minutes left to play in regulation. In any case, we've got a shorter-ish corner kick. Motown sending this one away. Perella able to get two hands on it. And Perella outside his box. Here's a shot up. Maybe deflection. And that one into the back of the net. Holy cow from Motown. An impromptu-ish-esque corner kick. Chris Bermudez. Happy to send it away. This one further towards the box. The header coming in, and that one into the back of the net. You had a pairing of the two. Quick couple little touches, and now a throw in for the Hammers again. Hammers away into the box. Rakowski got to be careful. Comes off his line, grabs that ball.
So I guess maybe a note that we can read.
Williams.
I'll write an email for it.
Now Evans with space. Evans hits the ground. There's a whistle. Kenny Hott and Kyle Evans has been certainly a battle in the midfield. Two phenomenal players. Chile would find an opportunity. And there's Bonsu trying to put a shot away. Now Hankey, Mo Williams goes backwards. And now here's Kingston, gonna have to slow his step down a little bit. You've got Pope coming around on his right side. That ball's able to get there. Caceres now into the middle, no one quite there for Motown STA. Not quite done with an opportunity yet though. Good quick move from Garnett, down to the bottom, intended for Armstrong. Now back with the Hammers. Solanka with a good look. You've got Kyle Evans open out onto this sideline, and it looks like we've got 3-on-2. Hammers on Motown. Couple numbers coming back again. Kyle Evans with a chance here. Try to get around Ratowski. Not quite there. Evans. Goodness, hitting the concrete. Not directly, but sliding onto it. Good defensive effort there from Elijah Pope. I'll tell you, I don't think anyone has had a bad game so far. Just such a tightly contested matchup. Even the penalty kick miss, Hott has still had a great game. Off the chest, Armstrong cleared by Evans. And now a combo will take the free kick for the Hammers. This one weaving inside. Evans with a good look. Intending for a give and go. Rodriguez not able to get the ball off. And Lagrasso takes this one away. Garnick trying to send that ball backwards, but a throw in for the Hammers will result. Not able to keep the ball in touch. Outside of the box now. Here's a chance for the Hammers. Shot on. Off target. We'll have a corner kick for the Hammers on the way. Through these first 5 minutes, it seems like the Hammers have definitely been the ones to be able to put pressure on Motown STA. At least so far, potentially coming out of a nice halftime talk. This one at top of the box, deflected. Garnett. This one up, the header. And now Garnett, the flip to Kingston. Kingston with a good move, and now a touch by Caceres halts the momentum of Motown STA. Pope looking, finds Williams, who is in good off-ball movement. And now a throw-in for the Hammers. Caceres will take this one. That was Garnett, actually, who had last touch, not Williams. Pope looking. Zalanka with a good defensive look. Try to keep that ball away from Williams. Williams will get the ball, tightrope in the sideline, gets around Pope. Nice quick backwards pass from Kingston. Williams ends up with it. Williams touched by the Hammers again. And a lot of action right here close to the camera angle. You've got Hot now backwards to Atkin. They've got Pope open, at least for Motown. Garnett was looking maybe to get a pass out there, at least to direct a pass. Kingston staying into center. Pope on the outside. Pope with a good potential look, surveying. Not quite able to find a man. And Armstrong not there. LaGrasso, a bit of a miscommunication. Mo Williams looking to recover around Evans. Evans looking to get a quick throw in off. Good decision to find Zalanka. And going to stay open for another ball. Evans falls in that ball with a good play. At least on his end, a yellow card issued to Eric Ruiz. 55th minute. And appears to have not been Ruiz's intention to at least draw a foul that tough. Looks like Zalanka will take the free kick. And Evans, despite all that action going on in favor of Motown STA, Evans still able to pick up the flame. And now the Hammers, after a couple quick adjustment plays, at least a little further along, Motown STA trying to get some things going. Now we've got a two-man wall. On the way and way high. This one's sent into the forest. Well, not quite a forest. A couple trees that are back there. A little bit of nice scenery. You know what? If you're sitting here and you're watching, you're able to just see this between the two trees. It's really a nice backdrop of a setting. Even I'm on top of the press box and I'm seeing a nice view, at least behind me with a few of these trees. Frankly, I could watch soccer here all day long. We may even have some goals shortly. The Hammers on their way. Nice touch from Zalanka. We'll look for a give and go. Rodriguez now to the outside. And Bonsu. Now to Akanbo. This one, Rutkowski going backwards smartly, chooses not to come out right away. Not able to get to the throw-in. Is Motown STA throwing for the Hammers now. Evans going to the sideline. Good play by Pope. Evans getting right back up to try for a throw-in. He's got his MAC opponent not too far away from him. Now Caceres will look for a throw-in. And it looks like we've got a Hammers player down for the moment. Looks like Gaius Verhoel. And we'll have a pause in the action just as another checkup on a Hammers player. Comes right along. Quick little factoid about the, well, I shouldn't say factoid, but a huge part, at least of the Hudson Valley Hammers origination. Tyler Adams, who recently became a co-owner of Westchester Soccer Club, is a part of the foundation of this Hudson Valley Hammers squad. Wanting to see soccer grow, at least the Wappinger Falls resident. Wanting to see soccer grow in the Hudson Valley. And this team has really become a foundational piece of really what you'd want to see if you were to really look for the Metropolitan Division in USL 2. And after a couple of check-in, we will resume play. Throw-in incoming for the Hammers. Caceres tries to send this one up and away. And we have Tristan Lehman-Karp come in for Verhoel, excuse me. Lehman-Karp of Claremont Mudd Scripps University. And now we've got a corner kick for the Hammers. This one away. Further, Ratowski a little bit off. Bunch of hands go up, and it looks like we'll have another corner kick. Corner kick near side, corner kick far side now for Hudson Valley. This one away, shorter and on a line. Up to the top of the box now, strike coming, deflection. And we've got a goal kick on the way. And it looks like we've got a substitution here, 61st minute. Perry Kingston will come off. For what looks like Danny Idicharia, the Princeton baller. Pingy, New Jersey native. And a phenomenal goal scorer for the Tigers this past year. He'll get a touch here. Bright orange cleats. LaGrasso now to the top. Hott will give himself a little space against Rodriguez. Loses the ball. Rodriguez going down. And that'll surely be a yellow card for Hott. 62nd minute. Rodriguez a little slow to get up. And a note about Idicharia, drafted in the second round in this year's past MLS Super Draft by DC United. 40th overall selection. 9 goals in his junior year. Again, just this past season for the Tigers. And a signature moment at least came in the Ivy League Conference semifinals, playing against Cornell at the host site, University of Penn. Idicharia had a brace in a 3-2 win, including the golden goal to move on to the semifinals. Excuse me, to move on to the final of the Ivy Conference Championship. And I remember many other fantastic goals, at least of this past season of Motown, and certainly really showing himself to be a phenomenal professional level talent. Quick enough. This ball coming in, throw in. DePreta with Evans. Ruiz now to Hott. Hott going down, throw in. Excuse me. Free kick for Hott incoming. LaGrasso with space. Armstrong with a touch, and there's LaGrasso getting right back up. Evans, the one who committed the foul. Hot surveying now. Motown STA getting a little closer. Here's Nahenki coming around the ball as well. Nahenki with a good look, good curvature, but way over the goal. Way over, actually being a bit of an overestimate on my part. Not too far away, just not able to be competitive. Good turn by Bonsu. Wow, able to get around 2 Motown STA defenders. Bonsu on his horse. Joe DiPreta. Now with space, Kyle Evans. Not able to maintain possession. Mo Williams takes that ball away. Eric Ruiz, excuse me, that's Danny Edicheria. Armstrong hitting the ground. And that's a yellow card for Lehman Carp. I mean, frankly, the push seemed a little unnecessary. Now a free kick incoming for Motown STA. And Armstrong really taking a beating, at least through the 65 minutes of match time. Far sideline, Edicheria with a bit of space on the near side. And the flag goes up, looks like called offside. Caceres. Edicheria off his chest. Here's Rodriguez. Taken away by Ruiz. Ruiz on his horse. Caught the heel of Edicheria. Closer, rolling over the touchline. Dalton trying to create space for his back line. Away and hitting the back of Hot. Ruiz going to come up and charge on it. Hot will recover. Nice little setup. Not quite there inside the box now. Edicheria with the left foot. Able to get around Dalton, but not able to find the net. Just a bit wide. And a scare there for the Hammers. And this one will be sent away shortly. Header now to the back line. Good clearance. There's Atkin. Bonsu. Last touch out of play. And now another throw in. Racing is Edicheria now not able to get to that ball. They'll pass the corner, throw in from Motown. A little bit more of a chilly summer night now. What once was sunny with a couple clouds has turned to a pitch black sky and lights shining out onto the field. Whistle blown. Free kick coming for Hudson Valley. Dalton going to send that one away. Armstrong in pursuit. Caceres can't keep the ball in touch. Throwing from Pope. Here's Ruiz now. Opposite side, nobody home. Ruiz able to win the ball in the head. Hot going down as a combo runs into the side of his leg. And a free kick coming from Motown. And here come a slew of substitutes in the 70th minute. Both for Hudson Valley and Motown STA. Ruiz. Hammers on the outside. Hammers working further. And cleared out. Ryan Vaubel and Gabriel Rutenberg in for Motown STA. Got another substitute there, Eric Vargas from Felician University for the Hammers in. Garnett has to take a pause. Now Ruiz with space falls to the feet of Garnett. Garnett going down, there's a whistle. Demore Kalkup, who finished a freshman campaign at Tufts University. Mo Williams looking, sending this ball up. The header to the outside, going back the other way. Zelonka looking to settle. Zelonka now looking to try to set up a ball. Steven Arias against Mo Williams. Williams wins that battle. Caceres with the throw-in. The header from Ruiz puts it back inside. Zelonka coming up to get that ball. Zelonka now with a chance. Zelonka with a shot. Deflected! Saved by Alan Rutkowski. UNC commit. You see me make that save for Rutkowski. Exactly what the doctor ordered for FC Motown STA. Not quite out of the woods. Hudson Valley still has a corner kick to go, but a great save there from Rutkowski after a one-on-one look by Zelonka. This one sent away. Header just outside. Bonsu will settle. Bonsu maybe looking to take a shot, has that left foot still. Here's Kyle Evans. Back into the mixer, and the header not able to get on. Rutkowski, Zelonka goes down, and it looks like we've got another point to the spot.
Looks like we've got a penalty kick incoming for the Hudson Valley Hammers. After Zelonka goes down. After a lot of contact in that box. Now you've got the recent college graduate, Nick Zelonka. 5 years of college experience under his belt. Lining up against the recent UNC commit. Awaiting his first year, Alan Rutkowski, committed to UNC. And this surely is a battle of the ages here. Zelonka with a chance to put the Hudson Valley Hammers up 1-0 against the home side Motown STA. Zelonka waiting. You saw even a little bit further a bit of the mind games between the ball and both players trying to make themselves look big, at least before the whistle. An opportunity swing for both sides potentially here. Zelonka lines up. Nice block! Save there from Rutkowski. And both keepers come up huge in respective penalty kick opportunities. And you know the home crowd here certainly likes that shot. And the young kid who wins that battle. You see this one here, another corner kick away for the Hammers. Header up. Almost outside the box. This one sent away. Not quite cleared. Chariot goes down. Throw in for Motown STA. And what a show there from the soon-to-be rookie, Alan Rutkowski. A Red Bull Academy product. And we'll take this free kick. Wow, both keepers must be feeling great, at least coming away from this match. Having both saved penalty kicks in crucial points. Lagrasso on the ground. Maintaining possession for Motown STA. Header quite a bit outside. Now going the other way is Zelonka. Jet Atkin off his chest. Man goes down, whistle blown. And go in the way of the Hudson Valley Hammers. Sent away now, header. Chariot with a move. Nice pass to the outside. 4-on-5, Motown to the Hammers. This one outside, not quite able to get in the box. Good turn there from Hot. Hot with a good look. Hot with a right foot deflected. Zelonka against Ruiz. Hot with a deflection. Ruiz again keeping it in his possession. Always a show there watching Eric Ruiz. Right to Mo Williams now after that ball from Vargas. Garnett. Physical there. And a whistle blown. Looks like we've got a free kick coming, and Garnett certainly felt that one. And just as quickly as we saw a chance on the other way, now Motown STA. You blink and they're in line with being right into the box with a wall of what seems to be only Alejo Caceres so far. And it looks like it may stay that way for the free kick. LaGrasso in. Dalton with a nice deflection. Evans. Excuse me, that free kick taken by Henke. Staying in touch. Trey Sheeler getting in on a little bit of the action as well. Itexeria, cognizant of Caceres, good professional style move there. Keeping that ball in touch. Now gonna have to take a pause there. Free kick for Motown. Hot will send this one away quickly. Here's a chance. Sheeler, Dalton will come to collect that one. Away by Dalton. Gonna have to be careful here. Rakowski coming off his line. You saw Bonsu and Arias. Arias from LaSalle University out in Philadelphia. Itexeria making a good turn. Itexeria getting around a couple men. Intended for Hot, not quite able to break free. Vargas. Arias goes down. And now sending this one away. Far side, bit of a foot race. And a good decision there by Henke to just get that ball out of touch. Less than 10 minutes left to play in regulation. Still not a score for either team, though both teams came exceptionally close with 2 blocked penalty kicks and a litany of other opportunities scattered throughout the previous 80 minutes, I should say, 80 minutes. Rakowski sending this free kick away. Throw in on its way. Header from Ruiz keeps the ball in touch. Atkin taps it out of play. Throw in for the Hammers now. Couple quick little spurts of moments and you blink once and ball just seems to be out in a dangerous territory for the other side. Good movement there from Hot. Here's Ruiz after the touch from LaGrasso. Ruiz on his horse. Hitting the heel. And back the other way. Williams, sky high. Zilanka working against LaGrasso. Flipping field to Evans is Lehman Karp. Hitting the ground and a free kick coming for the Hammers now. Very, very physical matchup that we've had throughout this entire night. And here's another opportunity for the Hammers to get a look at something. Ivins got a man on his right side. LaGrasso waiting for a second. There's the pass. Another setup. This one up front. Here's an opportunity. Touch into the air. Rakowski not moving. Still at the top of the box. Here's Zalanka now. Going outside. Arias. Nice deflection. Will it roll over? And this will be a throw-in. Wow. What a play there. From the FC Motown STA defense as a whole, really. Caceres on the way with the throw-in. Off the legs of Ruiz. Another throw-in on the way. In touch now. Now going the way of Motown STA and now back to the box. Bonsu. Now offside called, it seems like. Deflection throw-in. Henke will go to secure that ball. And it looks like we've got a substitution made. Micah Garnett will come off. Garnett, who's been a workhorse this entire match, 86 minutes recorded. In comes, looks like Trey Sheeler. Hot. Far side. Out on the wing. Throw in for Motown STA. Hot on the ground still. Sent into the box. Header not able to connect. Here's Idicharia. Idicharia with an opportunity, getting a bit more space. Shot on, deflection. Henke hesitated from taking a step up. And now Rutkowski puts a leg on that ball and way out of touch there. Throw in. Into the box now. Bonsu. Bonsu getting around a couple men. Rakowski coming off his line, and two Hudson Valley Hammer players run into each other. Fresh off that momentum, here comes Idicharia. Now into the center. LaGrasso having to come to recollect. LaGrasso now flipping. Here's Vauble. Hot. Back to Vauble again, and now back to the center. Left foot into the middle of the box. Not able to connect. And that looked like number 29, it seems. Charles Hurley. We haven't been able to say his name a whole lot yet. And not able to quite get a touch to get that ball around Dalton. Kieran Dalton standing strong in the last 88 minutes, same as Rakowski. Will either side find something here? 2 minutes left to play in regulation. We'll have stoppage time with you shortly, though I don't anticipate it being very long. Here's a free kick into the box. Rakowski off his line, caught. They'll roll this ball. Vauble of Rider University. Good ball. And able to settle. Taken away is Kyle Evans. Evans flipping field. Intended for Arias. Arias with the right foot deflected off Mo Williams. 1 minute left to go. Both teams in a hurry-up offensive now. Eric Vargas going to take the throw-in. Vargas a touch. Vargas looking for space. Vargas into the box. The header just outside the box. Caceres with a chance. Now 3 players landing on each other. Adicharia got the worst of it, it seems like. Looked like the full weight of Caceres laying right on top of Adicharia's chest. And Mo Williams with a touch. Now to Vauble. Vauble has a good right foot. Good boot, nice touch. And able to take it back again. Now here's Hot. Hot to his own near side. Adicharia not able to get there. Dalton comes down with 2 hands. We've hit 90 into extra time now. Caceres on the ground, and the central referee calls for some help. It looks like it may have just been a bit of cramping. Evans. Kyle helps out his fellow teammate. And Caceres will take a step off. Judging by the sideline, you seem to really hear everything, at least that happens out onto the pitch, even with 2 big, what feels like earmuffs on, at least for the headset. And Caceres will come back on just in time for Dalton to send this ball away. This one on the ground, Arias. Dribbling in space. This ball sent away. Lagrasso, now here's Zelanka putting this ball down. Zelanka goes back to Caceres. Caceres, now this one into the box. Rakowski coming off his line. This one booted away. Rakowski going to have to be careful. Still in Hammer's possession. Hot getting in front of that ball. Hot. Now here's Ruiz. Back to the outside. Here's Motown. Sliding tackle, not able to get to the ball, and now it does. Francis Bonsu. Bonsu staying up just barely. There's a whistle, yellow card issued. It seems like Motown STA is okay with at least leaving that, as opposed to letting the speedy Bonsu get his own best shot at the net. And we'll have a free kick for the Hammers, potentially one of the last of this match. This one's sent away a bit high. Mo Williams put this one back on the ground. Bonsu not able to get to that ball. Just out of that midfield now. Caceres having to retreat back. And now this one's back to the middle. Mo Williams puts this ball up. Physical again. Ruiz. Shooting back out. Ruiz to Vauble. Couple quick, nice little touches. And now here comes Kenny Hott. To Ruiz into the middle. Hott at the top of the box. Here's a shot. Not quite online. Staying on the ground. Vauble now back. Vauble getting around a couple men. Here's Mo Williams on the ground. And that's the end of the match. What a hard-fought opener that this was for both sides. Neither able to get away with the goal, but man, was this a hard-fought matchup between two sides? I've said that already before, but just did not seem like either side wanted to go. Probably could have played for another 50 minutes, but our score ends 0-0. FC Motown STA versus Hudson Valley Hammers. Thanks so much, folks, for joining us tonight. You've seen a large showcase of the college talent that's constantly on display at the NCAAs. And thanks so much for joining us, folks. Once again, my name is Daniel Lang. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll hope to see you tuning in later, some points during the summer. And again, have a great night, folks. Enjoy your Tuesday.